Okay, so you probably know the classic fable of the lion and the mouse. We all do. But what happens when you throw a gigantic, snoring bear into the mix? Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down a version of this tale that really gets into why true strength isn't just about being the biggest or the most powerful, right? It's the central question of the whole story. It really sets the stage for a tale about pride, a little bit of humility, and, the surprising ways we all kind of depend on each other. So let's dive in at the beginning. So our story kicks off not with a bang, but with a snore. And I mean a really seriously loud snore. This is the one tiny or not so tiny problem that gets this whole thing started. At the heart of it all is this incredible mismatch, right? You've got this colossal bear on one side, just completely out of it, hibernating. And then on the other side, you have this tiny little mouse whose entire winter is basically being ruined by the noise. It's like David and Goliath, except the battle is for a decent night's sleep. So what's a desperate mouse supposed to do? Well, he tries literally everything he can think of. He shouts, "Mr. Bear, wake up, it's summer!" He even manages to find a bugle somewhere and just blows it with everything he's got. But nothing. The bear just snores on, and our little mouse is totally at his wit's end. So after failing completely on his own, the mouse decides he's got to escalate. Go to the top. And this brings us to the next chapter in his little journey, facing a pretty harsh royal rejection. The forest grapevine starts buzzing, and the other animals have an idea. They tell the mouse, hey, maybe the lion can help you. His roar is so loud that everyone jumps up. So even though he is absolutely terrified, the mouse musters up his courage and goes to see the king of the forest. The mouse makes his pitch, and it's simple, it's logical. He respectfully explains the whole snoring bear situation and proposes a really clear solution. He's not asking for a fight. He's just asking the lion to use his God-given talent to fix a problem nobody else can. Ouch. The lion, though, he doesn't see a neighbor who needs help. He just sees something, well, insignificant. This one line just perfectly sums up the king's arrogance and how little he thinks of the mouse's problem. And with that one last crushing remark, the lion just turns and walks away. He leaves the mouse completely dejected, and just like that, the quest for a quiet night's sleep has hit a total dead end. All because the most powerful guy in the forest couldn't be bothered to help the smallest. But you know how these stories go? Just when all hope seems totally lost, things take a very sharp turn. And believe me, the tables are about to turn in a very, very itchy way. Turns out the king has a problem of his own, a secret one, an embarrassing one, and an absolutely maddening itch. He's so ashamed of it that he's hiding away, trying to scratch himself like crazy. And who do you think stumbles upon him in this, let's just say, less than dignified state? Yep, our little mouse. And here you see the two faces of the lion. Right? In public, he's all pride and I'm the king. But in private, he is desperate and in pain, brought to his knees by something he just can't fix on his own. Suddenly, all that power means nothing against this tiny, relentless problem. Now, even though the lion was a total jerk to him, the mouse sees the problem, flees, and without even a second thought, he just bravely leaps into action. He's crawling through that thick fur, getting thrashed around, dunked in a lake, shaken violently, but he just does not give up until he's tossed out every single last one of those fleas. And with that simple, matter-of-fact statement, the tiny little useless mouse has, all by himself, solved the king's problem. He didn't need strength, he didn't need size. He just needed some courage, some precision, and, well, a willingness to help someone who didn't deserve it. This one act of kindness just completely flips the script. The mighty king now owes a huge debt to the small creature he so easily brushed off. And this brings us to the story's really powerful conclusion. The lion's pride just melts away, and it's replaced with some genuine humility. He's truly embarrassed. He admits he was wrong, and he expresses his sincere thanks. He's learned a pretty valuable lesson, that help and value can come from the most unexpected of places. And he doesn't just say thank you, he takes action. In this fantastic reversal of roles, the mighty lion carries the tiny mouse on his back. They're not king and subject anymore. They're partners, and they're on a mission to finally solve that original problem. So they arrive at the bear's cave, and that loud snoring is still just echoing out. The lion, now totally ready to repay his debt, gets ready to unleash the one thing the mouse needed from the very beginning. He takes a deep breath and lets out a roar so powerful it feels like it shakes the very stones of the cave floor. This isn't just noise. It's a promise being kept, a debt being paid, and a lesson being learned.
And the effect is instant. The bear jolts awake, looking completely bewildered, and just runs out of the cave. And that's it. The impossible problem is solved. The other animals have a good laugh, and for the first time all winter, our little mouse finally has some peace and quiet.
So, what's the big message here? What's the point of this whole story? It actually goes a little deeper than just be nice to people. Let's break down the real takeaway. The core lesson here is this idea of reciprocal kindness. I mean, think about it. The mouse chose to help the very lion who had insulted him. And because of that, the lion used his unique power to solve the mouse's problem. It's this perfect little circle of mutual support. And that really highlights the most important number in this whole story: 2. Each of them had a problem they couldn't possibly solve by themselves. The lion's powerful roar was totally useless against his own fleas, and the mouse's bravery couldn't wake up a snoring bear. It took both of their very different strengths working together to get past their own struggles. And that kind of leaves us with one final thought to chew on. We all have our own unsolvable problems, and we all have our own unique skills. This story is a great reminder to look past status and size and all that, because you truly never, ever know where your greatest ally might come from.